Hey baby, I'm Jeff. What this vlog is going to be on today is, well, this whole series is going to be on Battlestar Galactica. Not many people have done vlogs on that, if any people, so yeah, see an opening in the market, we go for it. You see? Smart. In 1978, that's it, he made a series called Battlestar Galactica, partly inspired by the 1977 film Star Wars, which, you gotta be honest, inspired a lot of things. Went on for one season, this thing. Started Leon Green, Dirk Benedict, Richard Hatch. People loved it. Also returned for Galactica 1980, and again for Mission Galactica. I don't know too much about the originals. I've seen a bit of it, but not too much, not my cup of tea. But this new one that came out, the Sci-Fi Channel, not really with a very good reputation. No, more recently for films like Sharknado, other things like that, but but it's Battlestar Galactica. I made a miniseries, two-part miniseries with each part being 2 hours long with adverts. I got it on DVD and it's about 3 hours long, but with TV it expands by another a third, and so it's going to be 4 hours long if it was on TV. 4 hours. There was two main creators. There was Ronald D. Moore and David Icke. Ronald D. Moore, he worked on the Star Trek Next Generation, and then Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and for a bit for Star Trek Voyager, but make it a bit more philosophical and all that. So they remade kind of a now forgotten series, which now people have drawn attention to thanks to the new one. And as a rare occasion, this remake was actually good. It, dare I say, better than the original. Some people wouldn't agree with me, but don't shoot me. I have my opinions. You have yours. I absolutely love the new one. So yeah, it stars Edward James Olmos. I think that's how it is. Yeah. Oh, he was in a lot of other stuff beforehand. There was Miami Vice. He was in that. He was also in Blade Runner, which actually was the main inspiration for the show, more so in fact than the actual series they were remaking. So that was pretty weird. There's also Mary McDonnell. She was in Dancing with Wolves and Independence Day, and then she went on to do that. Both of those actors got nominated for Oscars, so that basically just shows that they're good actors, aren't they? So there was also Jamie Bamber, who was in Hornblower beforehand, and afterwards he did Law and Order UK, and also Katie Sackhoff, she was in it. So did all the actors. I mean, James Calais, Tricia Helfer, Chris Park, Michael Hogan, Aaron Douglas. I could go on. Why do I know all these names? Why do I know all these names? Yeah. So the science went back, and suddenly they can take human form, which caught them by surprise. I mean, they're basically just like Blade Runner or the Terminator, exactly. It's more like Blade Runner because even on the inside, they're just like people. They really are like people. So, how do they attack? James Calais plays Gaius Baltar. Tricia Helfer plays number 6, shall we say. Does she actually have a name? It's like Capricorn later on in the series, but this isn't now, this is the miniseries. The original where it started. Well, anyway, they were, Gaius Baltar was like a genius working for the Ministry of Defence. I mean, very important position. Yeah. And with number 6 being the Cylon, she needed to get access. So she started seducing him, having sex with him, and Baltar gave away his, well, the humans' secrets, so that they could go in, bang, to do with this new computer thing, that they hack in, disable everyone, blow them up, and just kill everyone. That's what they do best. Right, and because of this computer program thing, it didn't affect some ships. I mean, there was the Battlestar Galactica, which, judging by the title, that's what the whole thing is about. Well, the Galactica was an old ship from the original Cylon War, as I just said, and was being decommissioned to be used as a museum. So obviously no fancy computers, no ammunition. They're just about out of propulsion. They have to actually get somewhere. But they're on their way to be decommissioned, and for a museum, like the entire starboard nacelle is dedicated to like a museum of all old Vipers and things. Commander Adama, who was like the main commander, yeah. Well, he's played by James Olmos, the lead. He's the main, I won't say he's the main character, but yeah. Starbuck is there. I said about Starbuck before, being a woman, played by Katie Sackhoff. There's also Colonel Ty, played by Michael Hogan. Grace Parker's Boomer, or Sharon Valerie. Oh yeah, and Jimmy Bamber is Lee Adama, who is Commander Adama's son. He basically went off to the Galactica just to start a decommissioning ceremony. They thought it might be nice that having the son of an old war hero might be more symbolic or something. But he was there, and he went off just flying about. But they also had a bit of disagreement because Lee had a brother. He died, unfortunately, and they kind of blamed each other for it, and a bit of a family argument. Alright. Also, Mary McDonnell, she plays Education Secretary Laura Roslin. Yes, not the president yet. Not yet. Well, she was there because she was the education secretary. She went there because it was a museum. It was, I don't know, it's supposed to do with museums and stuff. They thought it'd be a good idea for her to just come on board and do things. Anyway, Darwin made this powerful speech. He was also nicknamed the Old Man. Yes, and is that? So that's why the Galactica wasn't affected. They started hearing... I'm sorry, that was something on the floor there. The colonies were attacked, and... what actually happened? Oh yeah, Apollo, or Lee Dammer, his call sign is Apollo. Let's just call him Apollo, shall we? He goes off, escorting the education secretary off in a ship, and oh no, the Cylons attack. There's like missiles, and he just drives away and shoots it. He's disabled, and it's like everything. Galactica encounters 2 Cylon raiders. Oh no, it's a big thing. And you ought to think that would be, that was a very short series, but no. Basically armoured. It's armoured that well that it can withstand the impact of a nuke. A lot of people were dying. There was like an emotional struggle saying, no, we can't close the buckets, no we can't, yes we do, no, just like that. And yeah, there's more to it. Yes, and Galactica didn't have any ammunition of its own, so that's why I had to launch Vipers. I mean, it does have lots of guns, but no ammunition. That's the problem. So they go off to Ragnar station. I think that's what it's called anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot another plot point. Baltar survived because he was like, oh no, what have I done? I've done all this. I'm to blame. So he is rescued by Hilo, played by, I can't pronounce his name, but he has a name. And Boomer, played by Grace Park. And he got rescued, but Hilo was left behind. Oh no! He sacrificed himself to save Baltar, which is probably not worthy because they think, oh, he's a doctor, oh, he must know things, we must bring him aboard. Yes. And he's like, well, I'm going to stay behind because there's not enough room. Even though I can pilot this thing, but no one else can, except you. You're going to be the only one who can fly this thing. I don't understand it. Why couldn't they just like kick one of the old civilians off and have another soldier? Because that's what they need. They need to soldier. They need to kill. Oh. Well, that's what happened. I'm not the writers. I'm not one of the writers. I just watch and moan and enjoy and other things. They get to Colonial 1, and with Lee and that, he's there. They get reunited, I think. No, actually, Roslyn and Apollo and all those others, they go find a fleet of civilian ships, but some of them don't have FTL. FTL is faster than light, if you don't know. They don't have FTL. So I was hoping to get away before the Cylons found it, but the Cylons found them. Oh no! They were sending nukes. They were going to, like a big shower of nukes, just come along. And fortunately, there were those who had faster than light had to go, but leave behind those who didn't, and they all died. It was very dark. Anyway, they jumped to Ragnar Station, basically a huge munitions depot. Galactica went there, got on a load of all the munitions they could. Right, so it's all loaded and enough to last, 4 seasons. And yeah, they went off, and they were like, oh, should we fight? They're like, maybe we should flee or fight. Big decision. But when they were on board, they found a man. Well, he was starting to go a bit crazy, talking about, well, he was getting a bit metaphysical. He's like, what's this one? That's it. I think it's like, you don't have attitudes, do you? So, they had a fight. Now, I should clear up, Ragnar is kind of a nebula style thingy, I don't know, but it interferes with Cylon technology. They start to die. Now this man, he was a Cylon. You know him as Leoben. He's a very philosophical Cylon. Well, he was like, I'm going to die, and that's what it was, flashlight, and he was just grabbing a Dama by the neck, and was like, I'm not explaining myself very well. I'm jumping things. I'm only getting to the important bits anyway. So, Adam was like, and Leon was like, and Adam was like, got his torchlight and started beating him around the head with it, and Leon was like, and then Leon had enough with him and just threw him away, and I was like, ugh. And managed to get him on the floor, like punch him with his torch again, blood squirting up on his face and everything. Bang! Bang! Getting carried away, aren't I? Leoben had enough with him and just threw him away, and I was like, ugh. And managed to get him on the floor, like punch him with his torch again, blood squirting up on his face and everything. Bang! Bang! Getting carried away, aren't I? Well, he went off, and they were going to face off the Cylon fleet. Now by then, all the 12 colonies were nukes, everything was destroyed. The planets were still there, mind you. They didn't just get rid of the planets, but they got rid of all life. Or nearly all life, should I say. Hilo is still alive. Well, they decided to flee in the end. They had about 50,000 people. So they thought, we run, hopefully we could survive. So they went off. Galactica went out first, trying to divert the 2 base stars. Now finally, a proper realistic space battle, not just like 2 raiders who can probably decimate like entire civilizations. 2 base stars without being other ships. Yeah. Well. They went across, launching Vipers, all the fighters, all the raiders just shooting each other, all dogfights. They're just holding them off. They're not going to blow up an entire base star. They're not that powerful. So they managed to escape, thinking, what do we do now? Well, we'd be very bored, wouldn't we? We have nowhere to live. We have got nothing to do except to survive. It would get a bit boring after a while, wouldn't it? It wouldn't actually like that, but I'm just dramatising. So Don was like, what shall we do? Where shall we go? What was it? Where shall we go? What shall we do? No, that was it. Basically talking about the 13th mythical colony. How I said 12 colonies. There's the 13th mythical called Earth, which is what we're standing on right here. Which in their universe we don't know if it exists or not. So shall we all, I call that. But then Adama confesses to Rosalind in private, there is no Earth. Like that. Or something like that. But she just gave them hope, because if they have no hope, they're just going to be like that. So, yeah, good bit, bad bit, or best bit, worst bit. Best bit I think was the fight, the actual thing between Logan and Dan where it was like, and like that. Worst bit, um, the worst bit was when nothing actually happened. There wasn't much moments like that, but it was just a bit tedious after a while. But then the pace really just pick up and it's just like, whoa. It doesn't really show you much about the 12 colonies, it just shows you a bit on Caprica. But that's it. It doesn't show you many space battles. All you see, apart from the Galactica, all you see the colonial fleet is just this little broken Battlestar in the background. You get to see a lot more in like Razor and the Plan and other stuff like that, yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I think. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. If you'd like me to do more, please say. If not, I'm just going to do some more anyway. Give me feedback if I'm good, bad, ugly, yeah. Yeah.